Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If I'm a little rocky, I've got my phone on a little stand and it just, like that. Like okay, that's making me dizzy, but yeah, any little thing will set it off. Today I'm going to be filming for like the second or third time the rest of my empty, so hopefully this will be the last because I really need to throw this stuff out. That's what all of this is behind me, just a bunch of crap. So, boring stuff first. The Cutex regular nail polish remover, no spill pump. My cat broke, which didn't bother me for a while, but now I've just gone to the regular smaller bottles. I just, instead of ripping off that paper tab, I just poke a small hole in it. That way if I ever tip it over, the entire contents doesn't spill out and possibly stain whatever it's spilled on. That's kind of why I like this, but it is quite cumbersome, so I just switched back to the regular bottles. And then I've got these LA Color nail polish remover pads. These are acetone free, which they just feel so much better. Your nails, your skin, your hands, they just feel so much better after using something like this. It's more like an oil that removes the nail polish. So I really love the way that my skin, my nails, like I said, everything just feels better after using these as opposed to acetone. I typically get these for like $1 at Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, dollar stores, Big Lots. They're usually like $1 or 80 cents. These have 32 in each and they are scented. I've got melon, beige, and strawberry. And they all smelled good. I really liked them. They weren't nauseating. Definitely would repurchase. I just haven't, which is why I switched back to acetone because I haven't been able to find these. I also have the same, pretty much the same thing in, excuse me, from the e.l.f. brand. These you get a little bit less, 24 pads. It says fresh citrus scent. I don't remember it smelling bad. I just don't remember it smelling like fresh citrus. I don't know. It's been such a long time. But anyway, these were also really good. Same concept, different brand. Would repurchase. A bunch of BioSwiss. This came in like a 3-pack from Big Lots, nail files. They're dull now. And then this NailTek Strengthener for soft peeling nails, which I definitely do have. I do notice a difference when I am more diligent with using stuff like this. This in particular has shown the most improvement when it comes to my nail health. But at the end of the day, it's something that you have to continue using, and I find that if I just continue painting my nails, just taking better care of them with the upkeep or maintenance, I don't really need something like this. It's not that outstanding that I need to go out of my way to get it. I have to spend the extra money. So yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, to me, they're all freaking chemicals we're putting on our bodies. So I don't know. I question the, I don't know what you would call that, validity of this. Yeah. Effectiveness. I don't know. The Sally Hansen Gel Shine 3D Top Coat. I really do like this. This, depending on how jacked up your bedsheet nails are, if you know what I'm talking about, you get this like sudden burst of energy and like, ooh, I'm gonna paint my nails, and then you knock out 20 minutes after, and then you wake up with bedsheet nails. This gets rid of that to a certain degree. It does make your nails, or I mean, it made my nails look thicker, look more like a gel nail. I don't get my nails done. I do them myself. I used to every now and then, but I stopped for like the longest time. It's, it's expensive. So yeah, that's that. And if you're wondering why these bottles look jacked up, I brought them with me when I traveled to Puerto Rico, and this is how they returned. So obviously I know how to close nail polish bottles, but I don't know if it was temperature, pressure, whatever during the travel, or whatever. So yeah, they just exploded. Those are those. Now I've got some makeup remover and hair body wash stuff. Anyway, bath stuff, I guess. The Garnier SkinActive Micellar Cleansing Water. This I really did like. Honestly, I don't see a difference between this and Bioderma. I have used Bioderma in the past. I'm pretty sure I've spoken about it. I feel like there's like that silver stuff from that bottle on my nose. I can't tell. Anyway, yeah, I know some people say they can see a difference or they can notice a difference. I personally don't. So I would repurchase this. It just takes forever to go through, so you just kind of get bored of it. Which actually took me longer to go through because I got bored. I stopped using it and I opened up something else, which I shouldn't have done. But that's just how I get sometimes. It's just 13.5 fluid ounces, you know, this is a lot. But anyway, I finally finished it. I would repurchase it if it were on sale. It's not one of those things that's like it's a holy grail. There are so many other products out there like this that do the exact same thing, at least for me. Right now I'm using the one from Simple and it works just as well. So it's not, for me, like the product itself is great, but the brand or whatever, this particular formulation isn't any better than anything else I've tried. So I'm not loyal to this, if that makes sense. If this were on sale, I'd get this. If Simple were on sale, I'd get that, at the end of the day. That's that. Then I have, oh boy, I don't even know where to start. All this stuff is on my lap, but I'm glad because if you notice, I can actually sit in this chair last time. Last time I was sitting on the corner of it, and this time I can actually sit in it because it's clear. But who am I kidding? It's, you know, I'm gonna have crap on it by the end of the night. This is the It's a 10 Miracle Whipped Daily Conditioner. I told you guys there was one missing from my other empties, and this is it, as well as the sample sizes. So I've got 2 of those as well. I think we have one more of the shampoo and conditioner currently in our shower, and then we are done. And then I'm pretty sure that this has been discontinued, or it's just Ulta's not carrying it anymore. I don't know. But I mean, we've been using this for so long because I stocked up when they were half off, that now that we're finally down to the last 2 bottles, I've had enough. So ready to try a lot of other things, go through a lot of other things that I have to go through. Then we've got this, let's see here. This is just a sample. It's the Lush Oaty Creamy Dreamy Shower Cream. Johnny, I picked this up for Johnny because I thought that he might want to try it, and he did like it. So I asked him, I was like, okay, would you like me to buy you it? And he was like, or buy it for you? And he was like, how much is it? And I told him, I don't even remember, but I remembered his reaction. He was like, no, I'm fine with a vino. So, so we'll just stick to that. But I mean, he liked it. He just has more sensitive skin, so like, you know, less is more for him. This is the Scrub 'em and Leave 'em Exfoliating Body Scrub from Soap and Glory, and this I didn't like. It smells the way it smells mixed with wet towel. I don't know why I always do that to myself. This is a little too floral for me, so that's one downside. The other downside, the granules were too big. So to me, it wasn't fine enough that it was actually effective. So there were just big pieces of grit not getting everywhere. And I don't like my scrubs to be that way. So the smell, and then, like I said, the texture, not really effective in my opinion. The Smoothie Star Lightly Whipped Body Butter Cream, also from Soap and Glory. This is really good. If you really like that super duper I used to love Barney so much. But anyway, now I'm like singing all the songs in my head. This, it's just uber sweet, very like sugar, vanilla, maple, like pancakes. Yeah, just it can get a bit much after a while. So again, took me a while because I was taking a break from this and using other things in between, because it's so sweet that you get sick of it after a while. But yeah, I finally went through it, and I don't think I'd repurchase this either. Just these 2, just didn't like the scent, and I like the scent, but not every day, and for that it'd just take me forever. I'd rather just use something non-scented every day and just be consistent in that way. Oh, 2 other makeup removers I forgot to mention. These are just samples from MAC. This is the Pro Eye Makeup Remover, and this definitely did work. It just stung my eyes, which I don't appreciate, so I wouldn't use that, or wouldn't purchase the full size. And then the MAC Cleanse Off Oil, or Reed. Yeah, this again worked. Did leave that filmy feeling on the skin, but I always go in with a cleanser, or, you know, a soap of some sort a soap of some sort that actually foams, to get rid of any residue, so that doesn't really bother me, because I know I'm gonna wash it right off. So both effective, just this burned my eyes. And then the Naked Skin Self Tan Gradual Glow Daily Tan Moisturizer suits all skin tones. I can't attest to that, but I really do like this. I don't know if you can. So today that the day that I'm filming, it's Friday. I started using this again last Friday, so a week ago. I used it Friday, the following Saturday, and the following Sunday. Then I took a break, and then I used it again for the first time since Sunday today. I don't know if you can tell, like, this, like, up until here, like, my hand is a lot more pale in comparison to my forearm, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing like Johnny sees me every day, and I mean, that could also be part of the reason, like, he sees me every day, so he doesn't notice these things. But he hasn't said anything, and I mean, I noticed it. I noticed the tan maybe about 4 hours after applying it, but it's so subtle, and I mean, obviously I'm looking for it, so I know what to look for. I know where I applied it. I know where I'm gonna see it, blah blah blah. But I really do like it because it is very subtle. It does, if you're gonna use it every single day, I mean, obviously you'll notice it a lot faster, which is why I take breaks in between, because I don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa. So yeah, but it looks natural even up close. When it fades, I mean, if I'm honest, it does, you can notice patchiness, but you have to really be looking for it, and nobody is ever that close, or shouldn't be that close to me, like inspecting me that way anyway, so I don't really care. Where I work in a restaurant, it's dark, so, like, you know, I'm not really concerned with all of that. It is white. I mean, not anymore, but you can see it's like the top is pretty, like, yellowy brown, but don't worry, it doesn't look like that. But it's white. What I find most difficult about this, and I actually purchased 2 of these. This is the first one I've gone through. I started using this last summer, I believe, and I finally went through this, and then I opened for the first time the second bottle of it, and I love it. I definitely would repurchase it, no doubt about it. But, like, how do I not get this? Because you have to wash it off of your palms, otherwise your palms will look yellow. But then how do I get the tops of my hands to match? You know what I'm saying? And then my feet are another issue. Like, this stops at my ankles, so my legs are tan, and then my feet are so pasty. So just like, how does one, I don't know. So anyway, I mean, whatever, I love it. Smells kind of beachy, but it's nothing nauseating or crazy. Sorry, I have an alarm going off. But luckily I'm already showered and ready to go, so I can just chill for the next 2 hours. Yeah, kind of beachy, kind of vanilla, you know, but it's nothing, it's not like this, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. Would repurchase. I love this thing. They have another one that's like a caramel tint or something like that, which I want to try, but I'm just like, oh, Christina, finish what you have before I slap you. So next we're gonna go, what? I don't even know what I'm saying. We're gonna go into skin care, like face stuff. Face, you know, the face. So face. This is the Sebamed liquid face and body wash for sensitive skin. I did not use this for body wash at all. I just used it for my face, which is why it took forever to go through. Forever. I can't even do it seriously. Do you know what that's from? That's from Sandlot. And if you knew that before I said it, thank you. I just keep picturing Squints' face. Anyway, yeah, what was I gonna say? This, I mean, not crazy about the scent. It definitely was fragranced. I don't know if, it doesn't say fragrance free, so I'm assuming that it was added. But anyway, it says 100% soap and alkali free, mild hydrating cleanser, hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, with pentavitin, vitamins, and allantoin, same pH as healthy skin, 5.5. Dermatologist recommended. I mean, that's what it says. I don't know about that. To me, it was a basic cleanser. Didn't do anything. I mean, sometimes that's good. But yeah, it didn't do anything like crazy spectacular. It's a freaking face wash. So I don't know like what it was supposed to do other than wash my face. Got rid of any remnants, makeup I might have missed. You know, I didn't notice traces of it after, so it did the job. I don't know if this has been discontinued by the company or if it's just been it's just no longer carried from you know, at Rite Aid. That's where I got it. I love Rite Aid. But yeah, I bought it when it was like half off or something like that, because normally this is like 16 bucks. I got it for like 7 or 8, and I stocked up. I have like 2 more bottles, but I'm holding off because there are other things that I could go through a lot faster, so I'd rather get those off my shelves first. But yeah, I mean, good. I'm definitely going to use the other ones that I have, but I just need a break. Pretty basic standard cleanser to me. The Pacifica Cactus Revive Milk to Foam Face Wash. All skin types, sulfate free. This I loved. I love. My face never felt dry or tight after using this. You need the tiniest bit. It smells nice. What? I was gonna say nice and then light, and then it just came out like that. But anyway, it smells nice. It's very lightly fragranced. It smells fresh, kind of like a natural earthy scent, which I don't mind, but I really did like this. Currently I'm using the Quinoa Sensitive, which is more of a gel based face wash, and I don't hate it, but I don't love it as much as this one. This one I have another one of. I mean, I have another one of that one, the Quinoa Sensitive as well. But I'm more excited to use this. This was really nice, and I've actually found a lot of these at Marshall's, so you know, and they're like, I don't know, maybe like $4. So I got this on sale. I typically buy Pacific products when they're on sale at Ulta, but if I can get it for an even steeper, is it steeper or deeper discount, I'd prefer to get it there. I mean, what am I losing? 5 extra points. So there's that. This is a mess. Oh, this is another face wash. The First Aid Beauty Pure Skin Face Cleanser with Fab Antioxidant Booster. Removes surface oils, makeup, dirt, and grime. Safe for sensitive skin. I really like this. It was a basic face cleanser. It's just, the price is a little steep for what it is. So if it were on super sale like this at Marshall's, then possibly. But it wasn't any better than this, so I just can't, although I did enjoy using it, I can't see myself spending the extra dollars when I don't have to. So there's that. And I mean, who knows if it has better ingredients. I'm not a dermatologist. This is just my experience with these products. It might have better, you know, ingredients for you, but I have read on Paula's Choice or Beautypedia that when it comes to face washes and things like that, obviously there are things that you want to avoid, but I always drop something, don't I? But at the end of the day, it's something you're going to wash off like a minute later. So when it comes to stuff like that, I don't really care all that much, to be honest. Maybe that's terrible, but it's my face. I'm just gonna put these down before they fall again. Okay, what's next? I don't know. Let's do these masks. Okay. These are Glossier masks. This is the Mega Greens Galaxy Pack Detoxifying Face Mask. I'm sorry I cannot show this to you because it's done, but I don't know what this did to me. It didn't do anything noticeable. Thankfully, I had no adverse effects on me that I could visibly see, but I don't know what it was doing. At first I thought it was like, okay, detoxifying. Maybe it's like a mud mask, but I would put a thin layer on. It would never really dry down. And then similar to that Soap and Glory scrub, it just had huge chunks of who knows what in it. And they were so few and far between that if you were going to let it dry and then re-wet it with water to then exfoliate your face physically, it wasn't even doing that everywhere or evenly, because you would have like maybe 5 huge chunks and they'd be like here, 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 and here, and they weren't really getting everything, sloughing off anything evenly. So I just didn't see the point in this. I wouldn't purchase this again. This is the Moisturizing Moon Mask, and this, however, again, I know I sound like a cheapo, but at the same time I have so much crap, and I complain about having so much crap, and the regret that I feel for like just buying, but you get sort of sucked into that, you know, lifestyle. If, you know, if you're like me and you watch a lot of YouTube and the people that you watch are just like buy, then you start living outside of your means and all kinds of stuff like that. And, you know, I guess I've mentioned this before, so I'll mention it briefly if you haven't heard me complain about it before. But I'm just at a point in my life where I just want to get through the stuff that I have and then, you know, simplify in different areas of my life, this being one of them. You know, I don't need 75 natural deodorants, because even if they're on super sale, they'll probably go bad before I even finish them up. I'm one person, I have one face, I have one body, you know, it's just, anyway, this is the Moisturizing Moon Mask. Again, if it were on super sale, I would purchase it. The point that I'm trying to make, or trying to connect what I just said to what I just said, I don't know where I'm going anymore, but the point is, I keep mentioning super sale because I know at the end of the day, I don't need these things. I don't need it. So there's that. But it was super moisturizing. I would purchase that again. Masks. Trying to get through all the masks. The Pumpkin Honey Glycolic Mask from Anzalou Naturals. Brightening. Honestly, this is one of those things that's enjoyable in the moment. It supposedly has these, like, I don't know, pumpkin enzymes or whatever that are, I don't know, they like eat away at like dead skin cells, or kind of like resurface or whatever, stuff like that. It definitely does feel tingling or tingly. It does, I do feel like a slight warming sensation, and that stuff doesn't bother me. I actually like it. It's enjoyable to use in the moment, but I stress in the moment because at the end of the day, I don't notice my skin to be any different, any better than before using this. So if it's like a, you know, relaxing, staying in, treat yourself kind of night, bubble bath kind of thing, that's when I'll use it. But I don't know. It's just, I mean, actually, I've even used it like every other day, just consistently, just to go through it, because I didn't want it to go bad. But even then, I just, you know, it's just like a, nice, but then you rinse it off and that's it. So, would I purchase it again if it were on sale? That's like the theme of this video. If it were on sale. But yeah, and these go on sale frequently at Ulta. So right now, like I said, I'm trying to work through a lot of the stuff that I have, but I would purchase this again just because it's a nice, like, ew, like I feel fancy kind of thing. But I don't think it did anything spectacular. Some other masks. This is the Rose Face Mask infused with real rose petals, hydrates, and tones. This is so funny because this reminds me, like, when I had another trial sample of this, or trial size of this, and I put it on, and I came out of the bathroom, and Johnny was like, Chris, what the F is on your face? Because it looks dirty. It's like uneven shades of brown, and it's got like these, you know, these rose petals, so you see there's like grit in it, and he's like, what is on your face? But yeah, it's really funny. I don't typically like the smell of rose, but this wasn't overwhelming, so that was fine. It was nice. It felt hydrating. Again, in the moment. It wasn't like this where I felt it afterwards, like, oh, my face still hours later or the next morning feels amazing. It was just like an in the moment kind of like, ooh, I want to feel fancy and pamper myself kind of thing. So I would not repurchase it because I've never purchased a full size, but I would purchase it if it were on sale. Anyway, oh, I missed a cleanser. This is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser for all skin types, rich in amino acids, gently cleanses face and eyes. This burned my eyes, which again, didn't appreciate, but did the job. All the other ones that I mentioned did the job as well for, you know, less than this. So there's that. Some other masks. These are just little pots of the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask to quench skin's thirst. I buy these in a 4-pack from Sephora because you get slightly more product for us for, I think it's like $10 as opposed to the actual tube of the mask is like, I don't know, but I mean, you can look it up. But basically, yeah, I get maybe like 4 uses out of each of these. The only difficult thing is because it's not in a tube, which is probably, you know, part of the reason for the markup, that convenience of being able to reseal it. I cannot reseal these, so I have to put something heavy on top of the corners just to stop air from getting in and drying it up. But anyway, other than that, I mean, they're great. I don't think this has the best ingredients for you, if I remember correctly, when I looked it up on Beautypedia, which I reference a lot because that's how, you know, that's one of the sites that I trust when it comes to educating myself about skincare and things like that. So it doesn't have the best ingredients, but it really does hydrate my skin. So I don't know, I'll have to think about that one. This is the Skin Fix Coconut Water Hydrating Mist. I liked it. It was light and you know, it felt good. Obviously, these things hydrate you because you're wetting your face. But long term, I mean, you would have to keep spraying your face with this, obviously. But I liked it. It was light. It was just, you know, very basic, no frills kind of the product. Coconut water, more like coconut water. I would say that's true than like coconut milk. It's not super sweet or heavily fragranced like that, you know, beachy coconut scent. You're not going to find that here. But I did like it. I do have another one. And when I say I have another one, a lot of times it's because it was like a buy one get one half off, so I bought 2 without having tried the product at all. I just bought 2. So it's, in this case with the Skin Fix hydrating mist, it's not necessarily that like, oh my gosh, I loved it, I went out and bought it again. It's just I had 2 to begin with, and now I'm just going through that second one. After that one, I don't really see myself purchasing this again. I don't hate it, I just don't love it. So yeah. I do love Skin Fix's body oil wash and their body lotion. Those are amazing. They're really expensive. I first discovered them from Target, and they're like $16 a bottle, which is crazy because you fly through them, but they work. Like wintertime, that's my best friend. Anyway, this cucumber water face mist from Pearlescence, hydrating face mist. This I found at Marshall's for like $6. There's a tag. But I wouldn't purchase this again. This was heavily fragranced, and I like cucumber, but this was like perfume cucumber, so I don't really think that that's good for you. Honestly, fragrance in skincare isn't necessary at all. Once in a while, sure, it's nice, but this was too strong, so I just kept thinking like, this can't be good for me. The Murad hydrating toner, this actually was free. It came in like a free with purchases over 75 sample pack mixed with like full-size stuff. That was a collaboration with Coffee Break with Danny and Ulta. This was in there. Honestly, this kind of burned my skin, so yeah, like it burned my skin. If it got in my eyes, it burned my eyes. It just, I don't know, it was very like, I don't know, I don't see alcohol on the ingredient list. Witch hazel, I know dries my skin out. So, and it's 1, 2, 3. It's like the 3rd ingredient, so that might be why. But it just like, you know, to my face. So I didn't appreciate that. I wouldn't purchase this. Glad I didn't. I mean, that is one of the reasons I got it, because I was like, ooh, there's like some full-sized high-end products in there. But, and of course I always have stuff sitting in my Ulta cart waiting to be purchased. So I was just like, yes. And now I'm like, no. So there's that. This is the Mario Badescu skincare facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. This was like super hyped up for years here on YouTube. They've since come out with a bunch of other fragrances. I've not tried any of the other ones, and to be honest, at this point, now that I'm more educated, I wouldn't. Like I said, fragrance can be irritating, not particularly to my skin. I don't find my skin to be hypersensitive, but I mean, it's just not necessary. And to me, I think that the experience of having that like lavender, rose, cucumber, is more of what makes this attractive than the actual ingredients and the actual benefits, you know, that they yield, or results that they yield. I honestly don't think they have any, you know, other than that like instant blast of hydration that you're, you know, that you get when you're spraying this in the moment. But again, once it dries down, you're not going to feel that anymore unless you spray it again, you know, every so often throughout the day. But what do I know? Next, I'm like in a weird mood, which is good because the first and second time I filmed this, I was so frustrated because I was just like, I don't know, I was just in a funk, and I think it really came through. So I'm glad that I took the time to do it over again, because I don't want to be portrayed that way, like kind of, why'd she bother if she's so blah today, you know? I mean, we all have our days, but anyway, this is the Glossier Super Bounce serum, hyaluronic acid, vitamin B5. I don't find a lot of reviews on Beautypedia about Glossier, if any. I can't remember ever seeing one. I mean, maybe it's just been a while. Maybe there's one floating around right now and I just need to read it. Anyway, this was hydrating, but again, it's something, I don't know, it's something so thin. I can't say that this really kept my face moisturized throughout the day. I would attribute that more so to my moisturizer, you know, or, you know, a hydrating primer that I have on my face before makeup or something like that. So to be honest, did I like it? Yeah, in the moment, sure, but I flew through it, and I honestly didn't really notice anything crazy amazing when using this, that my moisturizer can't do. Then the Super Pure. This is the Super Pure Serum, Niacinamide, and Zinc. This is supposed to help with like breakouts and clearing your skin and blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I don't know why I bought this, because my skin isn't very prone to breakouts. It never really has been. I don't even know if that's real wood. I doubt it. But yeah, again, I flew through it, and to be honest, I can't say that it cleared my skin, because my skin, for the most part, is typically clear. Not bragging or anything like that, so clamor tits, but just stating a fact. That's my skin, and now I'm gonna say that and go to bed and then wake up, I don't know, looking like the topographical map of Utah. No, I'm just kidding. That's from what is it? Deadpool. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. So funny. Ryan Reynolds is amazing. So yeah, my life is just like a bunch of quotes from like movies and SpongeBob, and it's like mainly SpongeBob. The First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. Wow, I couldn't read this one because this one's so jacked up, but this one's fine. I don't know what I did, but these were great. I know Emily from Beauty with Emily Fox loves this. She loves this stuff. I got it in a kit, 1 or 2 Christmases ago, like holiday sets, one from one and one from the other, and they're great. But again, my Derma E, which I get for less than $20 after sale, like, and coupon from Ulta, is, you know, just as good. So you know what I'm saying? Almost done here. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This, sorry, it's my hair. This is really, really good too, but again, same thing that I said about the First Aid Beauty stuff. Nothing crazy, amazing, spectacular that I can't get for a less expensive price. And then the Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment from Sunday Riley. I had this little itty bitty sample. Honestly, it didn't have any adverse effects on my skin, but I was able to use this for about a week. So it's hard to say. Although I didn't notice any adverse effects, I don't think I was able to use it long enough for it to have any positive benefits on, or I guess benefits are always positive. I don't know, any positive effect. I didn't notice anything. My skin was just the way that it was before I used it. So it is something that I would like to invest in, possibly in the future. I don't really know. I know this brand has like some like weird stuff that's been going on a couple months ago or whatever. So I'll just have to do more research in you know, by way of that. But I can't really, you know, I can't say anything good. I can't say anything bad about it either. So I don't know. And then the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. This is the infamous serum from Drunk Elephant. I think this put them on the map. This and their like vitamin C thing, which I've also had. I don't know if I've already mentioned that in an empties, or I just mistakenly threw it out, but I have tried the vitamin C serum as well. I love that stuff, and I love this too. This was amazing. I noticed, I mean, to be honest, my skin's never really been troublesome, so I can't really say that this did wonders for my skin. I don't know why I said it like that, like so aggressive, like a monster. I mean, anyway, wow. But I did notice that my pores were less clogged. I did notice that my skin was slightly more even in texture and in tone. It has been a while. Like I said, these products have been sitting here for forever. Okay, I'm done. So I would love to repurchase this and, you know, try it again, see if I noticed those same things, or was it just like, you know, the hype of everybody else saying that in their videos that I thought I saw it in myself, you know. And that's what's so tricky about being on YouTube, or, you know, not necessarily, you know, putting yourself out there, but watching. You know, you subconsciously get influenced, you know, I'm not saying necessarily you, but I notice it in myself. I might be thinking something and not necessarily thinking it independently, but not realizing that that thought was already put in my head because of something else I heard or saw, or what I heard or saw, or, you know, whatever. So yeah, sorry, English is not my friend today. So there's that. Next, we're gonna go through. Oh wait, no, I have a couple of more masks. Ouch, something went in my eye. Don't you just hate that? Oh, and I also wondered, if you're an ophthalmologist, which why would you be watching me? I want to know, like, what happens to stuff, like, if you have debris that flies in your eye, like sand or dirt or, you know, just whatever. Where does it go? I always wonder that. Like, is it just collecting in the back of my eye? Does it get secreted somewhere else? Is it broken down? You know, does it go anywhere? Does it dissolve? Does it, ow, there's something in my freaking eye. I'm just, okay, I need to stop. I need to get off this camera. I gotta go to work. Anyway, sheet masks. I'm gonna be brief because these are sticky AF. The e.l.f. Hydrating Water Sheet Mask with purified water and aloe. I really like these. They were like, I don't know, $1 or $2 from e.l.f. and I mean, they were cool. The Moisturizing Recovery Mask from Leaders. The Brightening Recovery Mask from Leaders. The Kalahari Melon Moisturizing Mask from Leaders. The Caribbean Coconut Calming Mask from Leaders. The Mediterranean Olive Brightening Mask from Leaders. The Break Up With Your Ex Skin Cells Exfoliating Mask from Leaders. This is disgusting. The What Happened Last Night Radiance Revitalizing Mask from Leaders. The Too Much Fun in the Sun Soothing and Calming Mask from Leaders. The reason I blew through those, they weren't worth talking about individually. They are very in the moment moisturizing masks, even if it said brightening, even if it said radiance, even if it said I don't know, what was the other one? Exfoliating. It just, I didn't notice any of that. I didn't notice radiance. I didn't notice exfoliation. I didn't notice, all it did was moisturize my skin in the moment. When I had it on, when I took it off, before all of the, you know, serums, the excess serum, I don't know, was absorbed into my skin overnight. It just like, when I woke up in the morning, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, you know, it just, my skin just felt like it always does. So that's why I blew through them. You know, type to type, they really didn't have a significant difference or impact, difference in impact on my skin. They were just moisturizing in the moment, not long term. And whatever else claims they had, I personally didn't notice them. Such as with, or as with this Skin Soothing I'm Real Tea Tree Mask Sheet Skin Soothing from Tony Moly. Found this at Marshall's. Again, just skin soothing. I don't really know what that means. My skin doesn't ever really need soothing. So again, it was just moisturizing. I just bought it because it was cheap and I wanted to try it. But again, nothing crazy spectacular. It was just nice and lightly hydrating, kind of like a gel moisturizer. So that's that. Okay, now we're gonna do makeup. I gotta be quick because now my phone has 15% and I have to charge it before work. That sucks. Anyway, this is the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray, the original makeup saver. This, honestly, I don't notice, so the only thing with these like makeup sprays, I don't necessarily notice that they are extending the wear of my makeup. And I'm not just talking about this one. I'm talking about anything I've tried. To be honest, I use them more so to blend or make everything else mesh, you know, make my bronzer mesh seamlessly with my blush and mesh that seamlessly into my highlighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's its sole purpose, you know, for me. In terms of extending or longevity, I don't really notice. I just don't. It could also be that my makeup on a day-to-day basis is pretty minimal. Like, I don't have foundation on. I have primer and I have the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Serum as my base, and then I just have Glossier's, what is it, Cloud Paint in Dusk, and that's it for my face. I don't have bronzer, I don't have highlighter of any sort, cream, powder, doesn't matter. And so it could also be that it already looks so minimal that if, you know, it kind of limits the possibility for me to notice a drastic change at the end of the day, because technically there's hardly anything on my face to begin with. I might do like crazy eye makeup or whatever, but I usually would I typically do my face first and then my eyes last. Doesn't matter if I'm doing a crazy look or not, just because, and I noticed that like people say, like, people who do that as well say like, I know that's like crazy, or like, I know that I do my makeup backwards. I'm like, I do that. But my logic is, if I'm gonna spray something like this on my face, why would I do my eyes first so that it could re-wet my liquid liner, my mascara, and then I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my logic behind it. I don't know what other people's logic behind it is, but that's why I do my face first, spray this, and then let it dry, and then go in with, like, you know, my eye makeup, whatever. So yeah, but anyway, this is more of just like a MAC Fix Plus, really. I don't really notice it extending the wear of my makeup, so for that reason, I wouldn't purchase it. I'd rather just purchase, you know, something else for a lot less that basically does the same thing. Even if it has the same claims, to me, it doesn't matter. Milani, Make It Last, they're all just like a MAC Fix Plus for me. Speaking of, what a perfect segue. MAC Prep and Prep. Wow, I messed that up. MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. So my sister actually told me that my nephew watches me because he watches YouTube, like the little kitty, you know, he likes Ryan and whatnot. And she told me that he watches me, and he like took her phone one day and like, you know, was going through YouTube, and then he walks over to her and shows her like, "Mommy, I'm watching Tita," or like, "I'm watching Auntie," or, you know, like if Tita, aunt, whatever. But yeah, so I'm just like, oh my god, that's so cute. But anyway, this is the Fix Plus, just the regular OG, and I used to just kind of be whatever about this. Like, I didn't think it was necessary, and I still don't. At the end of the day, we don't need any of this stuff, but I've fallen in love with it. I really have. I really do enjoy having it around. And when I don't have it, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need it, but I wish I did have it. So I did buy 2 during the like Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. They had like the lavender and the coconut. I got both of those. They had a rose, I think, but I'm not a fan of rose, so I didn't get that one. But I really do like it, and for that purpose that I just spoke about for like 5 minutes, just sort of melding or meshing or blending, or ow, I scratched myself. Everything together, just to make everything look one with the skin. This Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. I have 2. And this, I mean, honestly, this works just as well. Like, do the same thing. It's just this, you get significantly less, so you're going to run out of it faster, and you're going to have to go to a friggin' Rite Aid again, but it's fine. And if you hear sloshing, oh, here, this one. I was putting decals on the window, and I needed like a water dish soap solution, so I put that in here just because I didn't have a spray bottle. But yeah, that's not this product anyway. So yeah, these work just as well, but you know, you'll have to buy them more frequently, I guess. But it's fine, because then you pay less upfront each time, rather than like shelling out a whole $20. You can just buy, you know, a 5, spend 5. What am I saying? Spend $5, and then, you know, you don't have to worry about it for a couple more weeks. Some sponges. This is the Maybelline, I don't know what. My dog got a hold of it, as you can see. I hardly used it, but it was, I mean, we didn't hear a lot about this, so, and there's a reason. It's very hard, very stiff, very dense. And then this is the Miracle Complexion Sponge, I think is the whole name, and this is from Real Techniques. I really, really like this. This used to be my favorite, but I discovered the Flower Beauty Ultimate 3-in-1 complexion sponge or something, I don't know, but that one's my favorite, because actually I just used it today so I could show you. Why am I making weird noises? Ow, that hurt. Oh, sorry if I shook and I'm out of focus. Hold on. Ow. Ow. I can't open the desk drawer all the way because the chair's in front of it, so now I'm like bending my wrist. Ow. And scratching my knuckles. Okay, got it. So this is it dry, and this is it wet. Like, look at you, little baby. Meow, meow. Don't mind me, please. But yeah, this is a new one. I've had it for a while. I've used it for the first time today, so it's significantly cleaner than this one. I was just like, yeah, this is pretty gross. I need to give this a break. So I busted out this new one, and I just love it. It's super, super soft. Ow, I'm a knuckle cracker, so that kind of, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's just so much softer, so much bouncier and like fluffier, and like, oh, it feels like a marshmallow in your face. And I mean, this is great too, but honestly, I like these better. So there's that, which sucks because I have 2 of these and then like 14 of these. Maybe I'll give some to my sister. She's always like, thanks for giving me the crap you don't like. But anyway, so there's that. Let me just pause, not pause the video, but just please put this down before they fall onto the floor. Eyebrow stuff. This will be fun. I got a lot of eyebrow stuff. So I have the e.l.f. brow pencil, and I wear this in the shade Neutral Brown. I have another one I'm almost done with. This stupid cap always falls off, and it's got Indy's hair in it, so that's cool. But honestly, super cheap, does the job just like any other basic. These are all basic. You know, it's in my opinion, it's not difficult to formulate these. You know, chances are you're gonna find multiple that you like on the market. They're brow pencils. You know what I mean? So the only downside to this is it is quite emollient. So I find that if I'm doing anything strenuous, if I'm sweating, or if I'm like, I don't know, rubbing my eyes or something like that, I don't know, touching my face a lot, it doesn't last. The pigment will disappear, or smudge, or, you know, whatever. It doesn't stay in place very well because it is so emollient. So just, you know, if you're just going to be sitting around looking pretty, then go for it. The NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is in black. I would not purchase this shade again, just the shade, but the pencil, it's great. I have, I think, brunette and chocolate in my stash, so I'll be going through those sometime in the near future. It doesn't last very long. It's a micro brow pencil, so it's, you know, very thin in that sense. So anyway, yeah, basic, does the job. Stays in place a lot better than the e.l.f. The Fiona Styles Warm Brown. I'm pretty sure this brand no longer exists, but just for your educational purposes, I didn't like this. It was quite stiff, quite like waxy. I felt like I really had to like, you know, like press on this to really get the pigment to stay. And even then it was so not pigmented. I was gonna say, I don't know if I don't, okay, anyway, it was not pigmented. So I'm like scratching away at my brows and it's like, you know, barely depositing any color. So there's that. Wouldn't purchase it again, but that's okay because you can't. And lastly, the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit. I love this. And honestly, I think I like the Goof Proof Brow Pencil better just because there's a lot more product in it. But anyway, I think the formula is the same. It's just the amount of product, the shape of the, you know, actual product itself, blah, blah, blah. Like this is just a basic pencil like any of these. The other one is like sort of like a diamond shape. But anyway, it's the same thing. I really like this. I have the shade 3, but I have like 4 and 4.5 as well. Honestly, I don't really notice too much of a difference between any of them. I think that's just because I have like darker hair, so you can't really tell between any of them. But anyway, I think my favorite of these would be this, but definitely like the Goof Proof Brow Pencil more so than this. My second would be the NYX, then the e.l.f, and then lastly, yeah. So there's that. And if any of you are curious, I do recycle, so claim your tits. Anyway, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. This smells like feet. And I'm not gonna put this on my face. So there's that. It was nice, but yeah. And I wouldn't purchase it again just because I don't want that happening again. And I don't, obviously that I don't attest that to, or I don't attribute that to the product. It's just, you know, it just takes me forever to go through a lot of stuff, and cream products are the first to go, as opposed to powders. So, facts. This is the Revlon Kiss Balm, and this is in the shade Tropical, or the scent Tropical Coconut. Love this, would repurchase this. I have the other 5, but this is my favorite because it's clear and I love the scent. It's my favorite one. This is great. It's simple. It's like, I don't know, $5 or $6. Goes on sale a lot at, you know, Rite Aid anyway. I love Rite Aid. They have like the best deals in comparison to like CVS, Walgreens, in my opinion. But anyway, super moisturizing, basic balm, SPF 20. It's super, you know, simple. Just throw it in your bag. This specific one I would love to have right now because it's the season, but I have so many other chapsticks I need to go through. So, but I love this one and I would repurchase it. The Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the shade Electric Purple. I really like this, but I don't like the applicator, so I don't think I'd purchase it again. Who am I kidding? It's just one of those like pots, and then you know, it has like this flexible tip at the end, and then it gets all crusty, and then you keep putting the crusties back into the pot, and then it's just like, you know. So love the color. If it were in a different formula, I would purchase it again. Also, the formula itself, I found that, you know, I had to be careful. Like it smudged very easily. And I know, like, obviously if you're rubbing your eyes, it's gonna smudge, blah blah blah. But I have used like Stila Stay All Day, And, you know, that I could mistakenly smudge my eye and I don't have to worry about like, oh my God, what did I just do? So with this, I did have to like, you know, be more mindful. You know, if you had a little itch or something like that. But anyway, love the color, formula, and not so much. Applicator, and not so much. Then, let's see, some other eyeliners. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I like the matte. I don't like the formula because, again, it's that, like, brush tip and it gets all crusty and it's annoying. So I prefer a pen. Speaking of these, the Starlooks, it was good. It was super juicy, dried out pretty fast after using it. I found that it wasn't as fine of a tip as I prefer. So I wouldn't purchase this. I technically didn't. I got this through BoxyCharm. I used to be subscribed to Ipsy, BoxyCharm, the Allure Beauty Box, and like 3 others, with my own money, of course, guys. I have like 32 subscribers, so not sponsored. That'd be so funny. And so yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase that. Especially when something like this can do the same job. The Fabuliner from Jordana, liquid eyeliner in black, and it has, sorry, it's dirty because I used this to do, like, once this dried out, I used the tip to do nail art. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm still getting used to this. So yeah, that's that. But for what it was good. It was like $2 or something like that from like Walgreens, Kmart. I don't know if Kmart exists anymore. The one by me doesn't, so there's that. The Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I wish I had tried this sample when I got it, because during another one of Ulta's many sales, I purchased the full size without having tried it, and I actually don't like it. To me, it smells like gasoline. It's, I don't know, it's a little, it's just not a pleasant scent. I think the formula is fine. It just smells weird. It smells like plastic. It smells like gasoline. It's not pleasant to inhale. It just, I don't know, it just bothers me. So I kind of want to just run through it already and just be done with it. But, you know, that's what happens when you have so much stuff and you can't keep track of your inventory. The NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. I don't think I purchased this anymore. I actually, this is like $7. I mean, at the time I was like, oh, okay, it's the best one that I've tried. But then I tried the Benefit. I want to have to dig in here again and like pinch myself. Is that it? I think this is it. Ow. Ow. Okay. Yeah. The 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. This is amazing. I know that it sounds crazy and it sounds so boring. Like, yes, I would pay $24 for a stupid eyebrow gel, but this is actually the best one that I've ever tried. Better than the Anastasia Anastasia brow gel. I think it's just called a brow gel. I don't know. But, you know, I tried this. I was like, oh, it's good for the price. Then I tried that one. And I was like, oh, this is much better, but it's kind of like crunchy hairspray. And then I tried this and I'm like, no, this is it. This is it. So, yes. Crazy to spend $24 or whatever this is. I know it's more than $20 on a stupid brow gel, and it's also pretty boring, but it's really good. Like, my brows look the same day to night. Boom, boom. Okay, stop. So yeah, even though this is what, more than 3 times less than this, does that make sense? I don't think that's grammatically correct, but you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, less than 3 times. No, this is more. Now I want to figure this out. It's bothering me. This is this is more than 3 times the cost of this. Yes, that's probably still incorrect. This is the Grow Gorgeous Strengthening Oil. I use this, or what didn't spill off of my hands, on my hair. And what am I supposed to do with this? Like, look at my hair. Look at how long it is. I mean, like, how is anyone supposed to know whether or not this works for them with this much? So honestly, I just used it to kind of moisturize my hair. I can't say that it strengthened it or anything like that, because the sample was so damn small. Anyway, I can't wait to cut my hair because my hair just like freaking, it looks like straw. I mean, now it doesn't look so bad, I guess, just because I came out of the shower, so it's still kind of wet. But the tips, like from here down, pretty much like half of my hair just looks like straw. And lastly, the e.l.f. I don't even know what this is called. It says eyebrow on one side and eyelash on the other. I use them both for my eyebrows. Lots of people do that with this particular product. Just as eyebrow gel. Didn't do it. This is probably my least favorite. And then this, I don't have it with me, but the Anastasia brow gel. And then this, this would be my number one, the Benefit one. So yeah, there's Bite. And oh crap. These are a bunch of products that went bad on me. These are 3 of the e.l.f. Lip exfoliators. 2 of them are like halfway done. One's never been touched. But they just completely changed colors. And I mean, it's fine. They were cheap. I mean, it's still a waste of money regardless. But I'm just glad I didn't spend a crazy amount on them. And I also only buy these when they're on sale. So they're already cheap, but I still wait for a sale. So I'll get them for like $1.50 or something like that. Whenever e.l.f. does like a flash sale, I'll stock up. But I don't think I will anymore. I'm just not a fan. I mean, I've heard that they have reformulated, but to be honest, my lips are never that insanely crusty, flaky, whatever, that I need to keep up with something like this. Like even now I have a sample of the fresh lip polish or whatever it's called, and even that is like, it doesn't get me excited to use it. It's in a pot, which is less convenient than it being in a stick, but even then I still, like, even as convenient as this was, I still wasn't using it just because my lips are never, you know, like I never really need to go in with something like this. So yeah, it's just not a purchase I need to remake. The Fiona Styles Hydra Shine Essential Lip Color in Luella. I never really did like this color on me anyway, but I'll show you what happened. I don't know what's all that, but it looks kind of frosty and like, I don't know, it's probably mold. So I'm going to close it now before I inhale it. And then the mold spores grow all over my brain and kill me. Oh my God. I can't breathe. I'm scared. Same thing with this. Well, not really the same thing. It's not really frost, but they're just like these little bumps. Where's the camera? What am I doing? Let me see if I can, if I press, oh, there. Oh, look at you. Sorry, it's shaking again. And I'm out of focus. But yeah, if you could see these little like bumps growing on it, I'm like, you know what? This was free. Came in that coffee break with Danny, Ulta collab. And, you know, I didn't pay for it. So I'm okay with letting it go because I'm not going to pay for a hospital bill when my lips fall off. Boom. That's my logic. Focus. Thank you. This ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in WeHo, and this is a little baby sample. They sold them in like trios like forever ago. My sister got them for us, and I never used this, but I noticed that like shortly after opening it and, you know, having it for a little bit, even, you know, still not having used it, but I just had it, there was like black stuff in the tube, and I don't know if you can really like notice it. There's like some darkness in there. It just, I was like, I don't know what that is, but it's not going on my lips. So I never really got to use this. Can't really attest to it, but that was just weird. So yeah. This Mango Kiss with Mongongo Oil Lip Balm with a Kiss of Bliss in Yumberry. Supposedly this is like, I don't know, better for you, but I don't know if you can tell. It's got these little like, 5%. It's got these little like, sorry, I'm trying to, okay. Yeah, if you could see like these ridges. Okay, that's Indy's hair. Sorry about that. But you can see these little like, like growing out of the top of it. Yeah, that wasn't there before. And I've used this once. So I don't know if it's because it has natural or more, sorry, more natural. I'm on my phone, if you guys were wondering. That's why I keep like going out of focus as I'm touching the screen and whatnot. But it wasn't there, and I don't know if it's because it has more natural ingredients or supposedly has more natural ingredients, and so I should have used it up faster and I didn't. But I mean, there's that. What can we do? Learn my lesson. And lastly, this went bad on me, or I think it did. Supposedly, I've recently learned that when products smell like Play-Doh, it's because of the rancid oils in them. And this definitely smells like Play-Doh. And at first I was like, I think it's safe to use. It smells like Play-Doh. So to me, I'm like, okay, well, as long as it doesn't smell bad, like, then, you know, it's okay. And to me, it doesn't smell bad. It just smells like Play-Doh. So, yeah, I mean, apparently that's rancid oil. And I don't want to put that on my eye because pink eye's a no-no. I've had it before. Thank you, Indy. And lastly, oh, we have some eyelash curlers. This popped when I was curling my eyelashes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could have gotten like blinded or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, and then this one, I really like this one. It's from Sally Hansen, and it had this like little clip that you could, you know, to keep it shut here, but it broke. And then this, like, I just, these spokes here just hurt me, so I don't appreciate that. And lastly, a bunch of mascaras. I'm just going to show you these because I want you to see the waist. Excuse me. Oh, look. A broken rubber band. Excuse me. And a little cushion for the eyelash curler. That's nice. Yeah, so the ones I could speak to, that I really like remember. So the CoverGirl Supersizer. Love this. I would definitely repurchase. It can get crazy, so I don't know, go slowly. I don't know if it's because of the design of the brush that it deposits a lot of the formula, but just, you know, like build it up slowly because, you know, it gets crazy. But I really do like this. This is in black brown. I believe they have just a brown, which I probably would repurchase as opposed to this. But yeah, I love this one. Another one from CoverGirl. I really do like CoverGirl mascaras. The Plumpify Blast Pro. I got this in an Allure beauty box, and I really did like this as well. The brush is a little bit aggressive. It's like, it's pretty like fat, like super spirally, and okay, I'm getting way too comfortable in this chair and it's hot. Let me just compare the two because my phone's gonna die. So yeah, like you can tell this is like, oh my gosh, like the size of my eye, and then this one's a lot more sparse. So anyway, I love both of them. I think they're great. Definitely hold the curl, but to me, like, I can't really attribute that to the actual product. I contribute that more to me curling after. So I curl, I put mascara, I curl, I let it dry, I curl again. Like I curl multiple times before leaving the house. Just because my lashes do not stay up. And some people are like, oh yeah, you're being your lashes. Well, guess what? They grow back. So, sorry, I'm like super aggressive. Anyway, the Buxom, I didn't like this at first. And then I really, really did like it. But at the end of the day, it's a high-end mascara that I'm going to have to replace in 3 months. So I'd rather just go to the drugstore. Lash Accelerator. I never liked this. It deposited way too much product and I can't open it. It just always, like, the brush was like this weird diamond shape. It was more, I don't know what you call that, like, what do you use, cumbersome in the middle, and I don't know, I could never, and this one from Rimmel, the Glam Eyes mascara, I didn't like this either. It was too, like, the brush was too flimsy, and it just, like, it would, like, flick me in the eye, and, I mean, the formula wasn't spectacular. It just, I didn't like these at all. And then, like I said, I didn't show you the brush, but the Buxom, pretty basic. Sorry if there's, like, a lash hanging off. But yeah, pretty standard plastic bristle brush, very pokey, so, you know, beware. But again, it's the Buxom lash in Blackest Black. I just meh. And then a bunch of others that I didn't like. Look at this, guys. Fiona Styles Ultimate Lash Icon Volumizing Mascara and Limitless Lengths Lash Sculpting Mascara. Never used, can't tell you, tried out. Voluminous Carbon Black. I can't even remember if I finished it or how I felt about it. This Blink Mascara Amplified. it's a tubing mascara. This came in a BoxyCharm. I had never used it. This Pure Fully Charged, I don't even know if I finished it. I opened up way too many things and just lost track. The Annabelle Expandable Mascara and the Bourjois Mascara Twist Up the Volume Ultra Black Edition. I never used these. This Almay One Coat Get Up and Grow, never used. This Essence I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara and the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara, never used. Actually, no, I have used these. I can't remember how I felt about them. And then the Stila Glamorize Mascara. Actually, no. I have used this and I did like it. But I don't even think they make it anymore. It's so old. And then the Hypnostrama from Lancome. I really did like this, but I honestly, again, it's a high-end mascara for what? I honestly just love the scent of it because it smells like fresh flowers, not like Granny Rose or anything like that. It just smells like fresh, like a fresh bouquet of flowers. But anyway, my point is, like, other than the last two that I mentioned, these two, let me take those out. These, like, I had way too many open at the same time. Some I didn't open up at all and they just dried. And I can't tell you. So just, you know, use up what you have. You can always buy more. Like this whole like buy, spend, back up mentality is like, it's crazy. So this is what, this is nine mascaras that I have no real valid opinions on. So that's sad. But anyway, I gotta go to work. Thank you guys so much for watching. My next video, I don't know what it'll be. Oh, it'll be a Lush empties. I wanted to do that separately because I know there's like a whole Lush community out there. So, and my past Lush videos have been separate. Unless, you know, I've mentioned them in favorites here and there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful in some way. Sorry if I was a little crazy or aggressive or whatever. Sorry for my messy background. I'm working on it still. I'm gonna stop rambling. I gotta go. Thank you guys so much. Please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe, share, comment. I love to hear from you guys. If you have any suggestions for future videos, I'm seriously gonna get cut off. Thank you. Bye.